grow, still can't stop it.
What is up? I am Crypto Mason, and welcome back to the Crypto Mason YouTube channel. Shout out to the Gold Squad. We look for gold in every single aspect of our lives, and we always find it. Now today, we are back for another market update. We've got a lot of stuff, so make sure you're watching until the end. XRP, Quant, HBAR, all of it is going to be covered in this video, and we're going to talk about, is it the bull market? Are we about to go into a genuine bull market and start going up? So before we get started, make sure you join the Gold Squad Discord. It is free, 16,000 members in there. Let's hop straight into the market update. Bitcoin is up at 23,000 today, still up 38% on the 30-day chart. We've got Ethereum, so the main thing here we're going to talk about first is Bitcoin about to explode? Like, is Bitcoin about to really go up here? I wanted to show you this chart. This is the Bitcoin against USDT on the Binance 1 day, like the 1 day time frame. So if we measure from the top, right? So this is like November 9 to 12 is when Bitcoin kind of topped out. Let's get right there at 68,000, and we measure all the way down to like the bottom, right, where we hit the lowest amount, 77% down, right? And if we measure till now, it's been 447 days since the top of Bitcoin. It's been over a year, okay? And you can see how the time flies. But a lot of people during this entire time right here, going down and down, a lot of people literally fell asleep. The people are sleeping right now and you are not. And it is key that you're not sleeping, okay? So is Bitcoin about to explode, though, is what we're talking about. We do have some macro charts from T Analyst right here, and you can see very zoomed out, right? Very zoomed out, and you can see he's put these green boxes around the bull runs, and you can see they all match up. So this is the RSI right there, and you can see all of these match up every single time, right? And he's saying right now that we are matching up with the previous ones. So, don't trust these macro charts fully, because it can be a bumpy ride to get up there, and it can feel like nothing's, it's not going up, but slowly but surely we're actually going up. Here's another chart from Mustache, Bitcoin having to bottom. And we can see in 2015, Bitcoin bottomed 26 months after the halving. In 2018, it bottomed 29 months after the halving. In 2022, Bitcoin is already at 32 months after the halving. Wouldn't it be nice if the bottom shifted by 3 months each time around the years? So, he's trying to say that the bottom is now, and that we're about to start going up. Now, if you look at the total crypto market cap as well, and you measure, from the top of right here, November 9, boom, we go all the way down, and it has been, let's see right here, the lowest, 77%. So 77%. And this correlates with the whole, lengthening cycles, diminishing returns, right? Each bull market and bear market might get less dramatic in terms of Bitcoin's gains and Bitcoin's losses, right? We also have this crazy chart right here from Alex Cobb on XRP showing that we are currently in the mother of all XRP triangles. We've got some TA analysts laughing at this because it says XRP to $22 right now. This might be a joke post. However, we need to talk about the XRP chart. One of my favorite charts is the XRP chart. 40 cents. It just is such a sideways monster right now, right? Peaking out at that 53 cents and the 28, right? You can easily draw lines like right there. It's like this big box of nothingness ever since May of 2022. And I don't think we're going anywhere anytime soon. Anytime soon with XRP, man. If we do see Bitcoin go up, we can see like spikes of 20% on XRP, 30%. Just like, over here in September when we went from, 32 cents maximum up. We went 72% up in 17 days, okay? And then stayed there basically for a while. So that is pretty crazy. Let's move into some of the bullish Ripple stuff. So we did have another, I love this series, the Crypto in 1 Minute. And they're back with Chris Larson, and he's going to explain to you in 1 minute about, what the positive effects on the world can be for crypto. So let's see. Here we go. 1 minute clip right here.
So a lot of people ask, how can crypto be used for good? How can crypto be used for good? My name is Chris Larson, and this is Crypto in a Minute. Well, there's lots of ways crypto can be used for good. One of the exciting possibilities that I'll put out there is using blockchain technology, crypto technology, to create better carbon credit markets. Now, carbon credit markets are essential for our fight on climate, but they've sort of been a mess, right? People describe them less as markets, more like flea markets. And we think by using blockchain technology, you can make carbon credit markets radically transparent. Why is that important? That means anybody that's working to sequester carbon, think about poor farmers in Africa, change the way they use their soils, suddenly they capture more carbon, they can sell that. And in today's world where there's no transparency, they're being taken advantage of. In a transparent market using NFTs and blockchain, they could see what those prices are and always be assured of getting a fair deal.
So, that's a great little excerpt on how carbon credits need blockchain, dude. Like, these people are getting taken advantage of. Just like he says, the poor farmers in Africa can change the way they use their soil, and then they can capture more carbon and sell that. They can sell the carbon credits or buy, and people can buy carbon credits. Very, very interesting. And we know, we covered yesterday that the UN is building with Ripple a carbon credit platform on the XRP ledger. Now, we have another 1 minute clip right here from the CEO of Quant. And this is one of the topics I'm most passionate about right here. He's going to explain it, and let's listen into this. Worth it to watch. So here we go.
I've always had an idea of creating an internet protocol for money. Coincidentally, I've been thinking about it, and I spoke at an event, and one of the MIT people spoke at the same event. I just realized he gets it, and MIT understand where this is all heading. And I approached him. I said, look, I've got this idea. We need to create a protocol that can allow the seamless move of digital assets between different networks and different gateways, an open digital asset protocol that anyone can implement and use. And they agreed. So we've got the US government involved, the Internet Engineering Task Force. They're the ones that endorsed and enabled TCP/IP to happen. They're the ones that basically created the protocols that run the internet. There's the likes of Juniper and Intel part of it. We've got payment companies interested in it. We've got telecoms companies interested in it. So it started to be a big thing. And what we're looking to do is to create that internet scale protocol to move digital assets. And at the core level, how does that one network have a gateway to understand and find resources to another network? And so that's what we're tackling, which is much larger.
It is the largest, in my opinion, one of the largest, I'll say, use cases and just problems that needs to be solved, right? He's just absolutely flexing right here. We've talked about the ODAP before, which is the Open Digital Asset Protocol that anyone can implement and use. He says we've got the US government involved, Internet Engineering Task Force, who built basically the protocols that run the internet. So Quant has all of these high-level things involved. Juniper, Intel, payment companies, telecom companies, they're all interested in building the ODAP. So here is one of the things that I'm most passionate about, okay? We need a way for all NFTs to be interoperable with all networks and all metaverses, okay? Like, just imagine the Bored Ape metaverse that they're building, the other side, it's called. Imagine that you could go and bring your Pudgy Penguin NFT right into there, right? You could bring it right into there, and it'd be just perfectly interoperable. By the way, this is a massive thread on Quant, which needs to be, if you want to study Quant, I recommend Greg Lunt 27, some of his tweets, just absolute bullishness, and just, it is somewhat technical, right? But you can understand it. But basically, Quant wants to make everything interoperable. Every metaverse, dude, we don't have a metaverse until every metaverse connects. Right now, we have what's called a metaverses. We have plural. We have multiple metaverses, thousands of metaverses. Every single game, video game on Earth is a metaverse, okay? We can't say we have a metaverse until they all can connect. Then we really have a metaverse, right? So that's what's being created, and that's what Quant is helping connect everything. Moving on, Crypto Maximus. So a little bit about the Quant price right here. He says, recognize sentiment traps. You may be caught up in short-term noise within exponential curves. I remember when Quant was $228, everybody wanted a piece. Then at $100, everybody said, watch out. Now we are down at 152. Sentiment on price is mixed, up or down. Zoom out. When Quant hits $1,000 or $10,000, we will look back and say, damn, 150 was super cheap. I should have backed the truck up. Insert your favorite coin, mainly just hitting on sentiment changes between trading versus investing mentality. Okay? Sentiment traps. In crypto, what is a sentiment trap? A sentiment trap is when you get caught up in people, saying that this coin is going nowhere just because the price has decreased in the last 30 days. That's when you need to buy, bro. You need to buy when it's low like that, right? So every time I get on here and we talk about Quant, I'm like, dude, $100. If it goes to that, just get in. And even if it keeps going down to 80 or 85 or something, just hold, because the point here is that it will get back up to those prices. And we're going to talk about that a little bit later when I show you one of the three tools, great tools. So Steve right here, a little bit about Hedera. NFT daily volume on Hedera has done a 10x in the last month or so, and it's still 100 to 500x away from the big boys. Get in early or buy the top. And he's adding Dead Pixels Club right here, who I am a fan of, one of the biggest front runners NFT projects on Hedera at the moment. So 10x in increase in Hedera NFT volume. We had some mainstream news here. Sam Bankman-Fried is trying to influence his witness. One of the witnesses, he described that he wanted to reconnect and see if there's a way for us to have a constructive relationship. They're trying to ban him from sending encrypted messages using Signal, right? They're trying to point him out, man. He's trying to influence witnesses. It'll be interesting to see this play out. So, another piece of kind of mainstream news here. John Paul Conning says Japan will let local exchanges offer foreign stablecoins like USDC and Tether, but only if all stablecoins are stored on Japan exchanges are backed by assets held in a trust at a Japanese bank. So this means if USDC or USDT wants to operate and offer their stablecoin in Japan, they will need to hold Japanese money, or it's currently held. Yeah, they would have to back that in a Japanese bank account. Okay, and this is what Ripple and XRP kind of avoids, because right now every company in the world has to have multiple bank accounts in all these countries, and there's like capital that's just locked up there, and we know that as Nostro Vostro accounts. And XRP can free up that capital. Okay. Very, very interesting. Here is one of the three tools. Okay. This is the first tool I'm going to show you. This is called Token Unlock Dashboard, and this is in beta. So I will be paying close attention to this website right here because it's very, very good. Unfortunately, it doesn't have tokens like HBAR, XRP, Quant, even Algo. It mainly has more DeFi type tokens, but you can basically see upcoming token unlocks. And what that means is when some of the supply has been locked from the beginning of the token. So for example, like there's early investors and seed round investors that get in, right? And the team has their own tokens when a token launches. And basically they're locked for a certain amount of time. So that means that the team, so let's say the team gets 20% of the supply at the start of the token, right? That's worth a lot when the token goes up. Sometimes they're not allowed to sell it for a certain amount of time. So this tool shows you exactly the biggest unlocks coming up. And, you know, look at this. Daily unlock. Step-in is unlocking $818,000 of step-in a day. Pretty dang insane. And I think we can sort, yes, optimism. Look at that unlock. $5.2 million a day of supply being unlocked. Now, it's, you know, it's a bit interesting to see how this actually affects price. But if we want to look into one of these, like let's look at the most recent one coming up. Actually, let's look at 1inch because it's more of a token that I know about a little bit. So 1inch, if we click onto this, it shows you the vesting schedule and it shows you exactly how much the team investors / VC holds. So let's go to a different one actually that has more data. GAL right here. This is the most recent one or coming up. And you can see the team has $61 million of remaining value locked. So this could eventually be dumped on the market as this comes out. So basically, on January 30, we get the next unlock. 1 day and 16 hours. They're going to unlock $1.3 million worth of GAL token right here. Okay. Very insane tool, especially once they get all of the tokens loaded into this. You'll be able to see so much stuff. Like if we click on ApeCoin right here, next unlock is in 19 days. So you can anticipate price drops based on that, right? So Yuga Labs, look at that, almost $1 billion in remaining value locked. Insane. The founder himself has $500 million. Like absurd, right? The next tool I'm going to show you is Bubble Maps. Okay, none of these are sponsored, by the way. Just clearing that up. I'm just showing you these tools for fun. Bubble Maps. If I click on a token, let's type in Quant. Okay, let's type in Quant. You can type in a token right here, and it's going to give you a bubble map. Now, what are these bubbles? Okay, you know, these bubbles are showing the biggest wallets. So if I click on one of the biggest bubbles here, you'll see this wallet on the side holds 2.68% of the total supply right there. Now, you can actually use this to see what some of the biggest wallets are doing and, you know, just see if there's a fair distribution between the token holders. If we click on this cluster, right, you can see this cluster is sending Quant and has Quant in all of these wallets. So it shows connected wallets too. And you can see that this is actually Binance and Bittrex. So we can investigate what's going on here. These are all Binance addresses, and you can see them lit up in red on the side. We have Binance 40. We have, you know, Bittrex was up here, Binance 39. So this means, like, you know, these wallets could be controlled, you know, by the same person or by the same company. And we also have CRO. Or no, that's not CRO. Sorry, I think this one is. Maybe this one is. I saw crypto.com on here. You can also just search, right? There's crypto.com. They have a number 12 wallet. This is their cluster right there. So very, very cool tool that you can use on any ERC20 token. Like we can load in XDC maybe. Oh no, XDC is not on ERC20 anymore. We can load in, what do we want to load in? Shiba Inu, right? Shiba Inu, there it is on ETH. Look at that, right? You can see crypto.com, Binance, a dead address. What does that mean, right? So you can see certain things. This is a dead address and it's the biggest bubble? Like what's going on? All right, next up, we have the Crypto Unicorn Index. And essentially what this shows you is the number of coins with a market cap over $1 billion at the current time. So right now, there's only these coins up there at the top of the screen that have a $1 billion market cap. And you can see when we were in the middle of the bull run, there were a lot that were reaching over $1 billion. And this is the natural cycle. Like you can use this to predict and kind of just like anticipate coins getting over $1 billion. So that means if you go and find a gem that's 250 million market cap, or you look at one of these, like just go and study these unicorns right there, those logos on your screen, go and study those and bet on the ones that you think are the best because they could return to 1 billion market cap. Now, if we scroll down, very useful to see this as well, how much each coin is down from their all-time high. So take a look at this. Everything is down above 60% basically from its all-time high. except stable coins and stuff that has launched, recently, like Aptos. Okay. But the point here is, if you buy any of these and they're a strong project, it's almost inevitable that they will go back to their all-time high. So when I look at this red on this side, all I see is gains, right? Because I can go and buy Chainlink, which is down 85%, and hold until that's back up, and I'll make 85% on my investment. It's just insane, right? It's just insane. So let's talk about this right here. Pay with your palm in China. This is our final thing we're going to cover. Take a look at this video. In China, right? He's putting his palm, and boom, he has paid, I believe that's yen right there. So this is going to happen, and Wall Street Silver says, when cash goes digital, bringing the risks of exclusion, discrimination, and surveillance, linking biometric data to payments, plus a social credit score. Not a good combo, man. And that obviously is going to happen, in my opinion. So that is all we've got for the daily market update. I appreciate all of you watching. If you're still watching, you're an absolute real one. Drop a like and comment. I love every single one of you. And goodbye.